I'm so impressed with what you've built. And I'm impressed because outside the people on this conversation, there are very few people trying to build a media brand on what you and I do organically. We just are interested in information and facts and great stories. And we think everybody deserves a break who's in the public arena. And we don't have animus towards them. If they do something negative, we'll call it like we see it. And you've had enormous success doing that. And I've had moderate success doing it. Why do so few organizations and individuals think that's a successful model when we both know that the largest group of Americans are the people who share our sensibility?
God, I love this question. First of all, you've sold yourself short because you're crushing it. Secondly, very quick story. I've been on Real Time with Bill Maher on a number of occasions, and they haven't all gone well. Please don't Google the first of them because you're only going to add to the count. So we started on a bad note, but I came back, and on a subsequent visit at a post-show meet and greet, he paid me the highest compliment. He said to me, "You know what I like about you? You don't have a team.
Yeah.
I don't have a team. There aren't many of us that don't have a team." I'm like,
Correct.
Oh man, that just is so damn nice what he said. Another story. I remember putting together an event 2-3 years ago in Philadelphia that was called the Unconvention, trying to spur some independent thinking. 1,000 people attended. Great success. As a favor to me, both Phil Griffin, who was my one-time boss at MSNBC when I guest hosted Hardball, and Jeff Zucker, formerly of CNN, my boss who brought me to CNN. Thank you, Jeff. I brought them both to Philadelphia. Or I should say they were willing to come. You know, they shared a car and they came to Philly and they appeared on a stage and we talked about the media for an hour. It was great. And I asked essentially your question of both of them. And I remember Jeff saying at the time, "Who am I putting on after you?" Because I said to him that in similar fashion, you've got all this independent thinking in the country, 43% who tell Gallup I'm an I, not an R or a D. That's the latest number. Why not go after that audience specifically? And he was suggesting to me that there's not a talent pool in this area, which I disagree with.
Yeah.
Although, Mark, maybe a part of it is like a lot of journalism students looked at Woodward and Bernstein and decided they wanted to be investigative journalists, and then a next generation wanted to go into journalism, and they looked at a lot of loudmouths, and they figured, well, that's what I have to be. I need to be caustic, and they imitated that model. I think it could work. And what we need to disabuse people of is the idea that there's no passion in the middle. I mean, you know me. I'm passionate about all sorts of things. They don't just line up neatly in some artificial ideological boxes.